everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't already know, my name is Lesego Ramaila, and on this channel it's all about learning, growth and contribution. I don't know, man, I'm feeling some type of way about shooting this video. I thought I'd be more excited, and I was like, I gave some energy that I'm keen to talk about being in third year. And then third year settled in, like as I was about to shoot the video. That's when you know God was changing my spirit about what I had to say about it. So without wasting any more time, I'll just jump straight into it. So I shot a first video about what it was like being a first year, or some of the things that I feel like you could be learning from my experience as a first year. Then I also spoke about being in second year and what it entails, and the transition from first year to second year. And then third year, right? Which for me, to be honest, is one of my favorite years that I've experienced in audit. Now, I am still completing my third year, but I am almost done. So I think by right, man, I can comment to say what it's been like. And I'm saying that it's my favorite because I think the skills that I have, my personality type, my ability to just not take things too seriously, but to also lead at the same time, but at the same time being a mom, those skills of patience are kind of like useful now, and they've always been useful, but I feel like they're more useful now in my third year when you step into a more leadership role and you're also exploring different avenues of yourself, whether that be you are looking for maybe a job outside of audit, or whether you are considering staying within audit. So I feel like those are the things that are kind of helping me navigate my way through my third year. But I wrote like a few points so that I don't forget, because this, when I say it's my favorite, guys, I want to give you like proper information. So I am realizing that being in third year is more flexible than being in second year. And granted, I must tread carefully when I say it's more flexible, right? If you are in the true sense have done APC, done ITC, all you have to do is get through your competencies, and third year, it's quite flexible. And I feel like you can now start establishing like work-life balance and trying to figure out what is really important to you. Like for me, I know on my off days, I love spending time with my family, with my friends, catching up with family members that I've been neglecting for the past 7 years, because this degree, this career will make you unavailable. You'll be there but not there. So I feel like for the first time I'm trying to be a mom, but also a friend and a wife, and also like settling myself into working as well as being me, being Lesego, doing the things that I love, doing YouTube, also being somebody that is impactful in their everyday life, not necessarily on a grand scheme of life, but just in my everyday, being present, right? Because I think when you're in your first year and second year, there's a lot going on, and you can't fully be present in what you're doing, and you can't fully absorb the learning that's actually taking place. But I feel like for the first time, this confidence that comes with having passed APC and also being in my third year, being like almost done in your experience of being a trainee, you kind of settle and you are more present, right? And there is this like inside joke of what type of third year are you? Are you like a third year trainee, or are you a senior associate? Now in our company, we call ourselves associates. So if you're in first year, you're an associate 1. If you're in second year, you're an associate 2. And then if you're in your third year, you're a senior associate, right? But those are just naming conventions. But I think it has to do with the type of person that you are. So if I have to give you an example, a third year is somebody that is just collecting their competencies. They just do whatever section they're supposed to be doing. They finish their work, they go home, it's done. Senior associate, yay, was senior. You must take care of the people around you, ne? Then you must take care of yourself. Then you must be a bridge between management and trainees. Then you must also be like the patient person, but also the person that's willing to lend their ear both to managers, management, as well as to trainees. And so that requires you to like pull within yourself and become a whole-rounded person, and not just so focused on your own work, but learning to manage your people and the team. That also feeds into the next role that you're stepping into. If you are going into becoming an audit manager, or whether you are a financial manager at a corporate company or anything of that sort, right? So being a senior associate is like you are a manager in trainee, right? In training. And that requires a lot, and I think it also requires from you to be able to be fine with working additional hours, but also at the same time making yourself available and accessible while still having to understand the responsibility of you doing your work. So for me, some days I'm a third year guys, I don't wanna lie, but some years I'm a senior associate. I understand the job description, and I show up for myself, I show up for other people around me, but it takes a lot. But that's just what happens. The other thing is you get really tired, especially when you are more of a senior associate, because of you are doing so many things. So it's important to have the correct support. And when I say correct, I recognize that support doesn't always show up in a way that you want it to show up. So you can have your supportive friends that are like your venting people, the ones that put you in mob mentality. Oh, audit is the devil. Audit, and it's like a toy happening within the conversation. Or you can have like a support structure where it is very positive and effective, where you are helping each other understand a process or understand how to deal with different types of people and personalities. So support is very different, but I need you to understand that positive support is also what's going to get you through. Support from management as well is going to get you through. Support from your team members, especially your junior team members. Like if you have people that you can rely on, people that you can depend on, and people that really trust you, it's more easier for them to respond to any request that you may have towards them, and it's more easier for them to respond when you ask them to do something and they don't give you like that side eye to say, ooh, this senior, hey man, they want too much. Because sometimes it does feel like that, because I won't lie, I also feel like sometimes management expect a lot from being in third year, because like you kind of like a mini manager. But support is important. Upward, downward, around, everywhere. Just make sure that you don't fall into this trap of staying in your tiredness and staying in this feeling of I'm overwhelmed, I just want to sleep, I'm almost done with third year fatigue, third year syndrome. Like stay away from being too tired, but renew your soul, renew your mind, renew the things that make you happy, whether that be working out, spending time with family, going to the streets. Some people feel like going to the streets refreshes them. Nah, I don't know. I don't know those things. I don't know that life. You know what I mean? The other thing is sometimes emotionally it does get overwhelming. I mean, think about it this way. You're on a ship, right? And for some odd reason, you are just a passenger. In first year, you are a passenger. In second year, they taught you how to like pull the ropes. In third year, they tell you to steer the whole thing. And now you're steering people that have different personalities. You are taking care of your work. You are steering management. You are steering other audits. Like you are not sometimes doing an audit iwani. Like there is multiple audits happening at the same time. You are also taking on more work because you need to do competencies and you need to complete them. So you take on more work. So emotionally, sometimes it gets a lot. Like I think maybe last week and maybe today, maybe that's why I'm taking so long to like release this video, but I've been waking up for no reason. But I think there is a reason. If I delve deep within myself and I pull through within myself, I'm not spending enough time on my emotional well-being and the things that pour into me. Like I'm one person that I feed off other people's energy. If I'm learning from other things, if I am the dumbest in the group, I don't know if that makes sense, but I need to be poured into, right? It's one thing to keep pouring into people and to be like what do I even call the key man in a team, but sometimes you just want to be led, man. You want to be told what to do, and in third year there isn't a lot of that. You're expected to know what to do and you're expected to guide people, so emotionally it does get tiring. Emotionally, this third year gig is a lot, so I think I'm going back to the things that make me happy. I like reading the Bible. I like spending time in the Word. I like listening to worship music. I like listening to podcasts. I like reading Christian books and self-development books. And the minute I stray away from doing those things that center me and ground me, everything else goes amiss. I feel like you could ask me to do something and you become enemy number one that day, because I am so not aligned with myself. So I think it's very important that you get yourself right in any role. It doesn't have to be just as a senior or a third year. I think it's important to be fine with yourself and do the things that center you. So like I say, I needed to go to my closet room, guys. I needed to close the door and I needed to spend time with my God so that I can get out of this emotional rut that I've been in to actually shoot this video, but to also maintain my authenticity, right? Because I think you have scars from first year, you have scars from second year, especially second year, with APC. You are a scarred human, Waban. So to have the emotional intelligence to wake up every morning and to show up and to complete and to finish strong, I know a lot of people experience like third year syndrome, where you are just checked out, man. You're just tired. You're just like, I've been in this environment for so long. I need a break. I need to get away, And sometimes the days are longer than necessary and usual. But if you do the things that make you happy, if you focus on healthy traits and aspects of your life, whether that looks like going to the gym, whether that looks like having a phone call with a loved one, or having a 2-hour vent session with your friends. I said 2 hours, limited thing. It will get you right and it will encourage you to continue going and finishing strong, because at the end of the day, you've made a commitment to yourself. You've made a commitment to your audit firm that you're going to be the best employee and you're going to be a whole-rounded chartered accountant, and you're going to add value. So on these days where you're not adding value, it's not like people go to sleep and think, I just don't understand why I'm here. It's just maybe fatigue, and it's just maybe not being replenished enough or not resting enough. So if you remind yourself of the things that you need to do to make yourself comfortable and happy, I think third year is amazing. The last thing is just being obedient to your call as a third year and being obedient to a call as somebody coming into being a CA, right? I think sometimes, like I've said, I've highlighted that you do wake up and you feel like, I don't want to come to this place. But I think obedience suppresses or surpasses your emotional state sometimes. And when you just root yourself in discipline and continue showing up, doing your work, being there as a coach, as a point of reference to your juniors, and being obedient, there's a fulfillment that comes that nobody can give to you unless you practice obedience and discipline, right? So I think for me, third year is something that I will cherish at my heart. I feel like I was able to explore parts of myself that I didn't know existed. I didn't know I was such a patient person. I didn't know that I could do so much in short spaces of time. And so I extended myself grace, and I congratulate myself for doing this 3 years gracefully, even though there were days where there were days, guys. But I'm here to encourage you, to tell you that being on this route, being on this journey is something that is very fulfilling. It requires you to position yourself in such a way that you have the right people around you, but you're also consuming the right things, whether that's at home, whether that's in the office. Make sure that you remind yourself why you started this journey and why you want to become a CA, so that on days where it's dark, you can pull from that light and that reasoning, and your why can get you through. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, to comment, to share, and to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.